Welcome everyone. Welcome to this episode of Nifty Ki Baat. I have with me Mr. Jay Thakkar and Mr. Rajdeepak Singh. Nifty, as we speak, is 25,975. It is 11:55 a.m. You'll be probably watching this session at around 1 p.m. So an hour after this. As of now, Jay, market has stayed. When the market opened, it did go up, but then has come back to where we began in the day. क्या आउटलुक बन रहा है यहाँ से?
Hello everyone and thanks for viewing our market ki baat and particularly on the day of the expiry of the Nifty. Today is the monthly expiry issue and we discussed that if it opens around say 110, 15 or 20, 120, there would be a good opportunity for one to do a short iron butterfly, which so far has been positive. The short iron butterfly. Also, 26,000 levels, we were discussing that it would prove to be a critical level above which there could be some, bullishness until 26,100, but the ultimate level is 26,100. Beyond that, only now the short-term trend again should resume from down to up. Otherwise, it can consolidate a bit. So here you can see. I mean, what happens basically is, it can actually slip to 27, 25, 700, 750 if at all is not able to take off 26, 100 or maybe 150 levels that is day before yesterday's high. So that would be critical. If that is taken off, then I think Nifty is heading towards 26,400, which you can see here. So it will be heading towards 300 to 400, I mean, slowly and gradually. So that is what we are anticipating as of now. We should that yes, market is basically, and see, one thing is for sure that in the market is that since markets have in fact managed to take off these levels of 25,000 600. So now going forward, those 25 600 levels will be critical. I mean, till Nifty is holding well, or maybe 25,300, which should manage to hold. So जब तक 25,300 है, medium term outlook remains positive. Right, the medium term is positive. You can see all of these breakouts have actually come into play. So the medium term still remains positive. The short term, the issue is the breadth of the market, which has been relatively weak. And because of that relatively weak breadth, what we have seen is that market is basically consolidating. One more thing to highlight is that if at all market going forward forms what do you say, a rising wedge pattern or maybe a channel. So, if you see, this is a very beautiful parallel channel. So, the support this 25,700 will be very critical. I mean, till those levels are holding, uh, it could not be a reversal from the medium term or short term from up to down, but it could be a consolidation phase, right? Now, for the expiry day, particularly, what we have seen is that now, if you see at 26,000, there are almost like 3.75 crore as open interest, but at the same time, and you have 3,000, almost 3 crore shares at 25,900 as well. So, as of now, it seems to be between this 25,900 to 26,000. So, the shorter range which I said yesterday could be 26,000 to 25,800. The broader range I gave you of 300 points was 25,800 to 26,100. Now, at 26,102, if you see, there are 3 crore shares. So, I don't see 26,100 getting taken off. At the same time, I'm not seeing even 25, 850, 800 range getting broken. So at this juncture, what to be done? I mean, since it's a expiry day, so obviously in the second half you may see some volatility. I don't know. Uh, you may see some volatility, but I think it would be within this range only. So what one can do is, if at all, if it bounces back to say 26,050 odd levels, we can buy put, or if it falls towards 25,900 levels, we can buy call. That is what we can do at this juncture. To my mind, I mean, still we have around 85 points. So if someone wants to take that risk and do a short straddle, at least until say for next 1 or 2 hours, one can do it by selling 26,000 call put. I think one would get around say 84, 85 points. And on the flip side, one can buy say 25 900 and 26,100 call. By that you'll be spending say around $20. So your net inflow will be 60 points and your maximum risk will be 40 points. So you still at 1 is to 1.5 risk to out. So you're safe until 26,060 on the upside and 25,940 on the downside at 26,000. So I think for next couple of hours that would be a good opportunity for at least getting 10 to 20, 15 to 20 points is what I think. Because if something has to happen post two is what I see. So until two, you have this opportunity of doing a short and butterfly.
Right. Raj, what is your take?
Vishnu, like we discussed yesterday, that a market may have ceased to negativity, and that could be the only positive which I can say. Ki, okay, your volatility has moved up, and there was significant call writing across the board. So everything was negative, and that's why only beyond a certain level, I would recommend to go long. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to go long. And on the downside also, until slow. So market is going to be in the same range. That's what I believe. And if you look at the behavior of heavyweights, so whether it's a private sector bank, Reliance, or the IT pack, so they are showing quite mixed and quite volatile. And what I believe that, like they said, that even the second half is likely to remain the same. So in that scenario, it would be better if one can sit on the sidelines and wait for the levels to break out. Otherwise, what Jay has we can look out for the short strategies, type of strategies, but at the same time, one should have a very strict stop losses. Below today's low, I think market may turn quite weak. अगर आप देखोगे तो बैंक निफ्टी that has found support around those levels only. निफ्टी almost near उन्हीं levels को छूकर दोबारा से ऊपर आया है. तो हमारे लिए कल का लो जो है, अगर एग्जैक्टली मैं सोचूंगा, मतलब एलटीपी के टर्म्स में बात ना करूं, बट जो 930 के आसपास जो इसने लो मारा है, उसी को इसने करके फिर से ऊपर आने की कोशिश की है. सो what I believe till 930 levels are held, market is going to be consolidating, not going anywhere. Below 930, it would be better if we are not on a short side. So at least for that today, I'm still expecting there might be some volatility in the second half after 230 or 245. But till then, if market is in a range bound fashion, then it would be better to utilize that theta strategy like Jay has suggested.
Right. And since it is last expiry of the month, Bank Nifty has also been very interesting in the last few days. एक बार Bank Nifty के levels भी देख सकते हैं?
बिल्कुल विश्व. So see, overall, if you see Bank Nifty issue, equivalent, yeah. So now this is what we were discussing yesterday, that it's relatively outperforming the Nifty. And today as well, if you see, it's like maintaining this. So see, important Bank Nifty में हम लोग ने कल भी बताया था कि 58,500 है विश्व. इसके नीचे बंद नहीं आता तब तक, I mean, it was struggling to take off. This took off, retested, and now just consolidating. I think if this continues, the trend will be positive. Only a break below 58,500, we should get this sector again into some trouble in the short term from the point of view of profit booking. Otherwise, this move is very sharp, very smart recovery, and in fact made a lifetime high also. And there was, if I had to actually compare the two, I would keep this Nifty here. So if you can see Nifty and Bank Nifty here. Right. So what happened is somewhere around here in September, here is where Bank Nifty was in September, October. See, uh, September and September. So Nifty fell till here, Bank Nifty fell here, and it made a lifetime high in October. In October, Nifty could not make a lifetime high, Bank Nifty made a lifetime high. Nifty slipped sharply again, Bank Nifty was just consolidating. Nifty again formed a new high of 52-week high, but did not make a lifetime high. Bank Nifty again made a lifetime high. So this is again and again making lifetime highs. I mean, previous highs are getting taken off. So that is what is the difference between a Nifty and a Bank Nifty right now. Is now here too, if you see overall, Bank Nifty has shown a decent recovery. So I think till 58,500 levels are held, should not be panicking. It's just that in the near term, I mean, now until 59,300 is also not taken off. This one should not be aggressive long also. So if not I'm aggressively bullish, I'm not aggressively bearish also, but not aggressively bullish also. इसके ऊपर ही जाना है. इसके ऊपर you can be aggressively bullish for one more round of teji, you know. And below this will be, I mean, bull should throw their towel. I mean, below this there should be a case for a good amount of correction. At least if not, then maybe till 58,000 तो वही जाएगा 58,500 नीचे नहीं that breaks then 57,500 would be. So 500,000 पॉइंट इसके नीचे टूट जाएगा इमीडिएटली एंड इसके ऊपर मे बी 500,000 पॉइंट आपको फर्दर तेजी देखने मिलेगी. Till then is just like between this 500 points. This is just a 500 point range. 800 point. 58,500, 600 to 59,300. Now what to do between this range? It would be difficult to actually trade this range. Otherwise, जब तक इसमें से ब्रेकआउट नहीं आता, you could be doing short and butterfly for the next week probably. So next week में next expiry. So next expiry में if you see 59,000 strike, it has got around 1,600 का premium, which could fall down to probably 1,400 unless it breaks out or spend some time, a week or so. तो आपको 200-250 पॉइंट मिल तो जाएगा जब तक रेंज में से नहीं निकलता. You are short and butterfly on Bank Nifty, probably on the next monthly expiry for December till it breaks out. And Nifty also, I mean, you could be doing this 26, 100, 200 to probably, 25, 700. Here you could be doing short and condor for the next week. The next weekly expiry strategy out here would be selling 26,200 call at 92 rupees and selling 25,700 put at 46 rupees. So net you are getting around 145 rupees, 135 rupees, sorry, in short and condor. And if you want to hedge it yourself, then what you could be doing is you could be buying, you can probably buy 25,600 call at 30 and 26 300 call at 60. So probably you're spending 90, so you're getting around 45 points only. So would not be making a good risk. Or probably you can buy 26 400 call at 38, and here you can be buying 25 500 put at say 21. So probably you're spending, you'll be having a 1:1 risk reward by doing this. So I think 100 points is what would be your inflow net overall, 100 to 95 points. So you can sell 25 700 put, 26 200 call, uh, and at 250 points up and 250 points down approximately from 985. And you can be buying 200 points wider or far call and put as well. So do short and condor or Nifty and Bank Nifty. So ये आप कर सकते हैं. And if you also think that Nifty could also be doing a good amount of sideways consolidation, then probably for December 30, let us check. For 26,000, you are getting almost 700 points ka butterfly. 700 points is like 25,300, which is the support, and 26,700. You are safe. 1400 पॉइंट की रेंज है. 26,000 का शॉर्ट एंड बटरफ्लाई आप कर दो, 26,000 का. इसमें भी शायद 50-60 पॉइंट आपको मिल जाए फॉर एटलीस्ट नेक्स्ट वीक. दिस कैन ऑल्सो वर्क. But for today, Bank Nifty, I would say we should, I mean, for today, Bank Nifty should be, according to me, buy above 59,100.
Right. Acha, we clearly saw that Bank Nifty has been relatively performing better compared to Nifty. Now, a major chunk of Nifty is actually Bank Nifty. तो वो कौन से segments हैं जो कि Nifty को that have been pulling Nifty down?
See, Vishnu, what you are looking from the Bank Nifty perspective, if you look closely, then it is primarily the second tier banking banks, PSU banks. So they are trying to take Bank Nifty have, and those are don't have much weight in Nifty.
Right.
Other, if at all they are part of Nifty also, then they don't have much weight. And
Hmm.
when it comes to overall Nifty breadth, so see, today we are positive by 13 points, right?
Hmm.
But if you look at what exactly has performed in the market, then बैंकिंग में भी कोई इतना बड़ा नहीं है कि हम सोचे कि हाँ बहुत बहुत कुछ चेंजेस चेंज हो गई हैं। आपके जो लार्ज कैप है उनमें से आपको कितना बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन मिल रहा है आप देखिए। अब जो सबसे बड़ा जो कंट्रीब्यूटर है निफ्टी का दैट इज रिलायंस। रिलायंस के बाद फिर एसबीआई आता है और एलएनटी आता है। आपके जो भी प्राइवेट सेक्टर बैंक हैं, चाहे वो एचडीएफसी बैंक हो या अदर, दे आर स्टिल इन नेगेटिव टेरिटरी। So despite Nifty is up, Bank Nifty showing you on a positive side, it is primarily the second tier market which is still performing. Not exactly the large cap names which have more weight on Nifty. सारे प्राइवेट सेक्टर बैंक जो टॉप 3 हैं, they are in negative territory.
राइट। अच्छा, एक बार हम लोग बाकी में भी एक बार लुक ले लेते हैं कि बाकी के सेक्टर्स कैसा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं। लेट्स स्टार्ट विद आईटी, मे बी आईटी।
Well, Vishu, yeah, we did discuss that. I and Raj have actually checked it also. I would have actually shown you something. Let me try and show you something. It's all just a second. Just a minute. Actually, I'm not getting. I'm not getting a proper. As you were asking about sectors, but then see, this would always be between. Now, one thing we should be noticing here, actually, I don't have a 20-day continuous data, otherwise I would have shown you there the ratio. But if you see out here, so if you see the market was issue going up here, and so was the stocks. So were the stocks. Market fell, and so did the stocks. Now, if you see, overall the market is still at high levels, but the stock are still around here. So overall breadth has weakened. If you can see, I hope I'm able to highlight that point. This one, that breadth is here, almost near to his previous lows, and market is almost near to his previous highs. So 25,300 पे जो ब्रेथ थी ना, ऑलमोस्ट वो वाली ब्रेथ यहाँ पे है 26,000, ऑलमोस्ट. So that indicates that your overall weakness is there in the market, and that by that I would say that if you're asking me sectorally, why I'm showing this to you that sectorally, if you're asking me, then yes, in the short term, large cap IT names can see some short covering. Point one, two-wheeler names are looking positive, within which disclaimer, we are bullish on Bajaj Auto. We have a recommendation on ICICI Direct and iShare Motors as well. And two-wheelers or auto looks relatively better. And banking is what we discussed has been outperforming. ये तीन को छोड़कर अब देखो ओवरऑल रिवर्सल और काफी थोड़ा सेलिंग आया सीमेंट में, मेटल में, कैपिटल गुड्स में ठीक ठीक आया, फार्मा में आया, एफएमसीजी में आया. एफएमसीजी इज आल्सो मिक्स, बट देन ओवरऑल तो ऊपर है ही नहीं ना. ओवरऑल रियलिटी देखो, डिफेंस देखो, although defense is not a part of Nifty, so not I would not be throwing much light there. Telecom is only Bharti, so that has done good. So yes, along with this, I mean Reliance has done good. So yes, apart from these three sectors, Reliance, OMCs, and telecom probably. And that part of the Nifty that is 60% is that is heavyweights bullish. Hence Nifty is here. Remaining 40% which are having more stocks is down. ये हालत है. तो ये चार पांच चीज जो मैंने आपको बताई उसके अलावा कहीं पे भी ज्यादा तेजी का क्रिएट नहीं है. पावर देखो, गैस स्टॉक्स देखो, एनर्जी हुआ. विद इन दी एनर्जी आई मीन रिलायंस मे बी ओएम से ठीक है. बाकी आप देखो एनर्जी सेक्टर डाउन है. आपका रियलिटी डाउन है. सीमेंट या तो कंस्ट्रक्शन मटेरियल सेक्टर बोलो डाउन है. कंज्यूमर ड्यूरेबल देखो डाउन है. सो वहां पे सब जगह पे कंसर्न्स काफी है.
राइट. ठीक है, तो फिर लेट्स मूव ऑन टुवर्ड्स आवर क्लोजिंग रिमार्क्स. व्हाट एडवाइस वुड यू लाइक टू लीव विद आवर व्यूअर्स टुडे?
Well, I would say that see overall till 25 300 levels on a medium term is held. This one, see below that you are going way down. Till that doesn't happen, that would be further consolidation. You know what happens if you that you can go down your correct, go up, correct, so likewise go up, correct, go up, correct, go up, correct. You can continue doing that, and the pace could be slower. The breath could be weaker. The the pace could be slower. Unless I think probably we could have a positive global news as well, because otherwise India specific there is no such major concern as of now. Going forward, we think that the possibility of a rate cut is higher. We have seen that the expectations have increased and gone up to 90% in the US, because of which the US markets or the global equities are rallying. The China Hong Kong markets are rallying because there is a chance of a good trade deal between US and China as well. Hence, you are seeing these commodity stocks bouncing back as well. So global news is what one should be looking at. Going forward, we will be having budget as well, but budget का December में इतना नहीं होता. But December series के लिए going forward, one thing I would like to highlight is that trade deal is the only global trigger for us. The positive side. Otherwise, अगर वो आता है तो आपको बड़ी रैली, एक्सटेंडेड रैली मिलेगी. Otherwise, you can see market basically slowing up with a going up with a slower pace or maybe consolidating. तो काफी स्टॉक स्पेसिफिक ही रहेगा. So you focus stock specific if you until you don't have a overall global positive thing or a trade deal. Be very stock specific. So there are and have very limited stocks, not all the stocks. नहीं तो आप स्टॉक स्पेसिफिक नहीं, मार्केट स्पेसिफिक हो जाओगे. पूरा पूरा मार्केट पे ही तेजी हो. तो काफी स्टॉक स्पेसिफिक हो तो आपका ओवरऑल रिस्क ऑटोमेटिकली कम हो जाएगा.
राइट. Raj?
So, in terms of what I can suggest, guys, that see earlier also the outperformer as a sector, मतलब every phase has a different outperformance, and what I believe that current outperformance may come up from the capital goods, not exactly the defense, because defense is also part of capital goods, but the overall capital goods space is looking good to us. And जैसे हम लोगों ने देखा है कि टेलीकॉम में भारती हैज कंटिन्यू टू आउट परफॉर्म डिस्पाइट व्हाटएवर द मार्केट कंडीशंस आर देयर. So what we believe that stocks like L&T or now at a juncture where Siemens is placed or all these things, they might continue to perform better and may outperform markets. So it's more about stock specific approach, like Jay said, and market wide there isn't any clarity. So until unless there is a clarity, no point in forming a view whether it's a positive or negative. So I would suggest everybody to look closely on the, like we have been continuously arguing on that, कि आप देखिए कि एफआईएस का स्टैंस कैसा होता है. जय ने ट्रेड डील की बात की है. ट्रेड डील अब मतलब सब लोग सोच रहे हैं कि अब वो होगा वही एक पॉजिटिव है. तो आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट दैट ऑल्सो, कि जो हर आदमी सोच रहा है फिर वो कैसे होगा. कि अब और उनको किसी को कुछ पॉजिटिव दिख नहीं रहा है, बस यही दिख रहा है कि अब ट्रेड डील हो जाए तो वो हमारे लिए पॉजिटिव है. Obviously, the rest of the global markets have performed significantly well after the trade deal announcement. तो अपने यहाँ वो जब आएगा performance, so what I believe that would be in the second tier names more than the large cap names. So again, we might come back to the same thing कि हाँ भाई हमारा market चल रहा है, portfolio नहीं चल रहा. So that will be very stock specific market and we need to focus on sector. That's why I'm suggesting कि जो मुझे लग रहा है that will be the capital goods name where we should be having a positive bias.
Absolutely. Well, that was it for today. Thank you so much, Jay and Raj, for your insights. And thank you so much, everyone, for watching. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments and we'll try to get back. Thanks.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.